about it. But today I want to talk a little bit about like a mindset thing, something that is all about choices when it comes to weight loss or health and fitness, or really comes down to everything, anything. But this is what I was going to share with you guys today. So let me scoot over here. I'm going to show you this thing that's printable that I have. I know it's probably backwards for you guys, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. So especially when it comes to this New Year's coming up, New Year's resolutions and things, a lot of people want to lose weight, right? But a lot of people have given up in the past, and that's one of their goals they've done every January, and they give up by February. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. So when you start, you're always going to start right here in this middle. So I made this graphic to kind of explain what I'm talking about. You're always going to start right here in the middle. So when you have like New Year's resolutions, you're going to start with goals, right? I want to lose 15 pounds, or I want to stop drinking Diet Coke, or I want to stop eating treats all the time. So you start with your goals, and obviously to get to those health and fitness goals, you have to start eating clean, fueling your body with healthy and nutritious food. And then you obviously have to do a little bit of exercise at least more than you have been in the past. And then you gain some confidence because you have been keeping with your goals. You've been doing good, you've been exercising, you've been eating clean. So you get this confidence and say, oh, I lost 5 pounds, or oh, this whole week I've been eating on point, right? So you have confidence, and then maybe you go to a holiday party and you don't have any self-confidence, any self-control, and you eat everything that you have on your plate, plus seconds and thirds or whatever it is. And then, so you kind of go down this kind of vicious cycle is what I call it. You make a terrible food choice, and then you say, oh, because I ate so terribly, I'm not going to exercise, because there's no way I can exercise off those 2,000 calories that I just ate, right? Or I can't exercise those 5 rolls that I just ate. So you decide not to exercise. And then you have like this little pity party, like, oh, poor me, I didn't get my exercise in, I made a terrible choice. And then you start having doubt on yourself. So that's when you say, oh, I can't do this. This is not for me. I messed up. I'm never going to be able to be a healthy person. I'm never going to be able to lose weight. So then the doubt creeps in. But guess what? You're always starting at the same point every time you have a choice to make. So you can either keep going in this vicious cycle and say, oh, losing weight, it's not for me. Eating healthy, not for me. Getting the body I've always wanted, not for me. Decreasing my chances of cancer, not for me, guys. It just goes in this vicious cycle. But you always have this point where you can always say, these goals, they are more important to me than that food that I just ate. So I'm going to start eating healthy again. I'm going to start exercising again, and I'm going to build my confidence back up. And you're here. So then you can decide, am I going to go through the vicious cycle or the victorious cycle? It's really all up to you. Every time that you come to this point, you have a decision to make. So that's completely up to you. Do you want your goals bad enough? Or do you just want to be in this vicious cycle that, like you're sitting on the couch all the time and your kids come up to you and say, Mom, can you play with me? And you're like, I'm just too tired. Go play an iPad. Go watch TV, because that's how I was. Or you can say, these goals are way too important. These kids of mine are way too important. They deserve a mom to be around when they're in their 20s. And when I'm in my 60s, I still want to be around. So you can go up this cycle. It's really up to you. You always have a choice, almost daily, or even every meal, you have this choice to make. So it's completely up to you. And there's always a way to go back up to this better choice. You don't always have to be stuck in this vicious cycle. There's always a point where you can start developing this victorious cycle, and you can go down this vicious cycle every once in a while, right? Maybe you take a week off or a day off or even just a meal off, and then you can come right back up. And this can apply to anything, you guys. This is not just for health and fitness. It can be for your education. Maybe take a semester off and you're just kind of burnt out. You need to take a semester off. Or it could be for relationships. It could be for your faith. It could be for anything. And so this is just a graphic that I made that helps you guys and helps me understand that it doesn't always have to be a bad choice, always. We don't have to be stuck in this life of things happening to you, things happening around you, and you don't have a choice, right? You feel, I don't have a choice in this, life is just happening, I'm just here for the ride. No, you don't. You have a choice every single minute of every day to make a better choice, to make your life better.